Hey guys, welcome back to my small engine repair channel. Today I've got a Homelite leaf blower. It's a handheld model. Now normally I don't work on these in the shop because it's usually not worth it for me. But a customer came by, he said this thing has been in storage for a couple years. It's almost new and I'm giving it to you. So I took it anyway and I thought, well, that's a good machine to do a video on. So what I want to do here today is try to get it going. It's been sitting for a while, as I mentioned. I tried to start it earlier, it wouldn't go, but I'm going to go through all the diagnostic steps here with you guys, and hopefully we can get this thing running again. So here's a close-up look. I'm not sure what model it is. It's probably been used a few times. Now I'm hoping that they did not run it without oil in the gas. So let's check the fuel tank first here. So it does look like there is fuel. I will dump out that fuel and put some fresh stuff in there. So here's the fuel that came out. It's not that bad actually. No water in there. I'll just dump this out and put some fresh gas in there. So before I start pulling on this like a madman, I will check for spark. So here's the spark plug. It has been used because the plug is brown or black and the gap on the plug looks okay. So to check for spark here, I will have to put the plug in the cap and ground it to the engine. So I'm going to use my spark plug tool here. I'm grounding the spark plug tool on the engine and I will pull over and hopefully here we have spark. Yes, we do. That's a good sign. Now the other thing that I hope is good is the compression. Now the compression's not that great on these at the best of times. Usually I can tell just by pulling the cord slowly and feeling the compression. So I'll check that as soon as the plug's in here. It doesn't feel too bad. Now what I'll do is try to start it. Choke is on, primer's here. What I'll do here is put some fuel through the carburetor. I'm just going to take off the nozzle so it's not so cumbersome. Now if I look around here, it does look like gas has actually gotten in here, but it just won't start. What I'm doing here is just grabbing a bit of fuel from an Aspen bottle. This is 2-cycle gas. And I will just squirt it right in there. And choke on to keep the fuel in there. It's leaned over, so all the fuel should have went in the cylinder. We're getting nothing. See, it felt like it wanted to go there. Yep. Okay, that's enough pulling. I'm going to follow my own advice here that I usually tell you guys, and that is to take the muffler off to make sure it's not scored. Okay, a few screws to get off. Now here's the muffler, easy to get at. And taking the muffler off and looking through the exhaust port, will usually tell you a lot about what's going on. Okay, here's the cylinder. I'm going to shine some light on there. Okay, there's the piston. It actually looks pretty good, just very, very slight scoring over here. But I don't think that would stop it from running. And I'll turn it over again so we can see the piston completely. So I don't think this would stop it from running properly, guys. So I'm going to have a look at the muffler next. So usually what I look is right here. It's not plugged here. That's just some kind of material they've put in the muffler. So have another look here with the light. That's not plugged. But the most important thing you want to make sure on the muffler is that the exhaust part here where the exhaust goes out is not plugged. And this one does not have a screen. Hang on a sec here. Look at that. It's plugged. And what that looks like is some kind of insect has gone in there and made a nest out of mud. And this is what's coming out of that muffler. Now, I don't know if you guys ever watched these shows called Air Crash Investigations. There was an episode where a plane was sitting at an airport for quite a long time. When they went to use the plane, nobody checked the pitot tubes on the plane, and it ended up crashing, I believe, and it was all because insects had built a nest on the pitot tube. The pitot tubes on the airplanes will actually look a lot like this muffler here, and they were plugged. The airplane wasn't getting accurate information in the air, ended up crashing. But again, it just shows how crazy things can happen when insects get into stuff or you leave stuff for a long time. It's just like leaving your lawn tractor all winter and the mice get in there and cause issues. So this is quite similar. I'm hoping it will run with this. I'm going to actually put it on right away. And if that's all it is, it'll be an easy fix. And I think that's why I wanted to start earlier, but it couldn't because all the exhaust was getting plugged up in the muffler because it couldn't go out. Now this little machine here, it blows the exhaust right into the vent tube here. So as you're blowing, all the exhaust is going out there with it. All right, let's try this out. I'll try it without the choke. It's running pretty lean, but at least it started. So maybe after I run it for a while, it'll kind of clear up. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm happy. It is clearing up. It was bogging at the beginning there, but it seemed the more I run it, the better it's getting. So I'm going to put this cover back on. There's just about 4 screws that hold this cover on. And now I can put the tube back in. And it came with all the attachments actually. And I think this one here, you can use it as a sucker as well. Well, this worked out well, guys. It wasn't what I was expecting, that's for sure. Usually it's old gas, bad carburetor, dirty carburetor. Sometimes I got to do the carb kit or replace the entire carb, although I don't really take these in the shop anymore. But if you run across an issue with these and it's not what I showed you today, make sure to check your carb or replace it. Check all the fuel lines because they do rot easily. And also the lines that go to the primer as well, you want to check those. Change your spark plug. And before you spend all that money on a machine, take the muffler off and look inside and make sure that the piston is smooth. You don't want it all scratched up and scored. If it's scored, you will not have enough compression for the machine to run properly. So I hope you learned something in today's video. When more equipment is dropped off at the shop like this, I'll make videos again to see if they're worth fixing to keep. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.